What's happening, fellas? It's Ken Sr. Just took a nice cruise on the Suzuki Intruder 1400. This is the biggest V-twin Suzuki had made up to that point. This is a classic 1994 model. It runs like a brand new motorcycle. It only has 12,000 miles on it. If it looks familiar, if you're one of our long-term subscribers, listen to this thing. No valve noise, no cam chain noise, no piston noise. If you're one of our long-term subscribers and this looks familiar, well, we had gone through this bike and it's been on display in the museum here for, Kenny said it was 8 years. Is that correct? Close to 8 years?
No, it was around 6 years.
6 years?
Yeah, figure
Okay.
2016. So.
Okay, John Tylowski, one of my good friends, investor and collector, purchased this bike to add to his collection. He was a big fan of the Suzuki V-twins, and sadly, he just passed away a couple months ago, and his wife and family decided to sell his collection, and this bike had been, he took it and rode it a little bit. It had over 12,000 miles when we gave it to him. It only has 12,170, so he put less than 150 miles. Here's a guy who had a collection of a dozen bikes and only rode them a few miles a year just to keep him fresh. So his health had been ailing, and he hadn't been riding his bike, so this had just been on display in the museum for the last few years. The fuel wasn't drained out of it. He thought he was gonna come back and pick it up. You know, we didn't know if it'd be here for three weeks or 3 months. Well, it ended up being here for years. So we had to go through the whole fuel system again, but this is, it has the original front tire on it. Everything's original on this bike. The paint, the bars, the seat, the chrome, and it's kind of a unique look to this bike. They actually painted the frame the same. If you can zoom in on the swing arm, you see it has the same metallic burgundy paint job that's on the tank and the side covers. It's original factory paint on it. No evidence of the bike ever being dropped or abused. The original factory exhaust is in mint condition and intact. Quite often these were highly modified. People would put headers on them and drag bars and change them up. But John left this one exactly the way we sold it to him, which is 100% original and stock. It's got the disc front brake, long travel shocks, big comfy seat, pullback bars, forward controls. It's a very comfortable cruiser, and it has massive 700 cc's per cylinder, just a giant V-twin. The bike, like I said, has been completely gone through. The gas tank was removed and cleaned with the metal rescue. So the entire fuel system, the gas tank has been cleaned out. The fuel petcock was replaced. The entire fuel petcock assembly, which is actually, the cost on it was over $200. New fuel lines, the carburetors were removed and completely rebuilt. So the bike was entirely gone through front to back, top to bottom by one of our A-techs here, Lance. And as I mentioned, the fuel cock assembly, upper and lower replaced, the fuel hose. Has a brand new battery. The battery had been sitting for years, so put a new battery in it. And went through the thing top to bottom, front to back, confirmed everything works as it should, test rode it, and then it went down to detail where it was steam cleaned. The entire bike was clean. It was pretty clean to begin with, but they cleaned it, polished all the chrome parts and accessories, including the forks, wheels. They buffed and polished the fuel tank and fenders. That's the original factory, almost 30-year-old paint job on the bike. And it has a little bit of patina on the top here, as you can see. There was a factory warning sticker here, and that had been removed at some point, leaving a small blemish on the paint job. But this original factory paint, a little bit faded, as you'd expect after 30 years, but it's original. 12,170 miles. Look at the chrome on this engine. Look at the side cover, the valve covers, the exhaust, the chrome on the rims. Just received a major detail, full servicing, has a new battery, all new fluids, and she's ready to go. Car's been rebuilt, fuel system done, as I said, 3 times already probably. It's a classic Intruder 1400 that was on display as part of John's collection. May he rest in peace, and may someone buy this bike and get it in the wind where it belongs. If you have any questions about it, give us a call, 860-454-7024. Thanks for watching, and God bless America. Super smooth, super comfortable, great for two-up riding if you want to take the wife out or the kids out for a ride on it. Nothing better to cruise down a country back road, head to the beach. Typical Japanese quality. Everything works as it should. The horn, the turn signals, the blinkers, the high-low switch. Everything is exactly how it should be. Typical Japanese quality. Brakes have been serviced. She's ready to go. Guys, if you're thinking of buying one of these on Craigslist that's not running, understand that these are a lot of work to go through one and do the fuel system. The fuel petcock alone was over $200. The battery, all the fluids. If you think you're gonna get one of these done yourself, it's a lot of work in the detailing. Our work order with parts and labor totaled $2,519. So add that to what the value of the bike already has. And you understand that's where the value is, the fact that this bike's been totally dialed in. So if you're looking for a kick-ass Japanese big bore cruiser to bring to the beach or ride through the country, your ship has come in. Thanks for watching. Hi, this is Ken Kaplan from Kaplan Cycles, on site at the New England Motorcycle Museum. And today, I'm proud to be representing one of the powerhouse cruisers of the 90s. This is the 1994 Suzuki Intruder 1400. This thing will suck the paint off of a 1340 Harley Davidson from the same era. It'll do a high 12-second quarter mile at over 100 miles per hour. It's a fantastic motorcycle. It's gorgeous. I rode it today, and one of the kids from the shop, one of the younger kids, looked at it and goes, "Wow, is that a total custom? Look at the matching paint frame. Looks like a..." I said, "No, this is bone stock." One of the big things about this bike is this is 100% original. Original owner, one owner bike, original paint. It even has the original tires on it. If you read the date code of manufacturer, it's the 25th week of 1993, and the motorcycle was built in July of 1993. It's a 94 model. It is full provenance on this motorcycle. It's a one-owner motorcycle. I have all the paperwork from the dealership. I'll show you that in a moment. And the thing's absolutely in stunning shape. We just put quite a bit of money into the bike, the mechanical restoration and maintenance of the bike. I'll go over everything we did with it. I'll do a quick demo of the motorcycle riding, bring it back in, and read you the work order on it. Let me show you the original factory paperwork on the bike we have right here. This I worked at New England Cycles. This is the original factory sales and dealer odometer disclosure statement showing that it's brand new with 5 miles on it. Here's the original bill of sale. The motorcycle was $7,399. That was the cash price. The original Suzuki warranty service card is right here, as is the original immaculate VS 1400 GL owner's manual. I also have the original, in the original envelope, original title of this motorcycle, made out to Mr. Vincenzo Crucetti in Bristol, Connecticut, where I purchased the motorcycle from him. And he bought this bike brand new, 1994 Suzuki. The only signed it over right here. So I have perfect, clean history of the motorcycle, title, bill of sale. Also the last registration of the motorcycle. So you have title, bill of sale, registration. Also the pre-delivery checklist from the dealer. And then I have the full work order on the motorcycle of everything that we did to it. We've gone completely through the entire motorcycle, front to back. Over 31 hours labor were put into the motorcycle, although we only billed out 21 on the work order. We went with the factory numbers, which were less. And over $1,000 worth of parts were put in the bike. A total of $3,750 was just invested into this motorcycle in parts and labor, and it is absolutely perfect. The bike's been fully detailed front to back. It's immaculate. The bottom of the engine is as clean as the top. Let me just give you a quick demo of the bike, and I'll roll it back in, and and read you off the work order and a complete description of everything that we did. Bike runs absolutely perfect. Fires right up, electric start, purrs like a kitten. Runs it's faster than my new Harley. Again, this was a powerhouse cruiser, one of the fastest V-twins on the market, one of the biggest ones at 1400 cc's. The bike's extremely smooth, very fast. It pulls like a freight train. It's a 1400 cc engine with a 4-speed wide ratio transmission. So you put this thing in second or third gear and crack the throttle and it pins you in the seat. And it runs like the day it came out of the showroom. It runs like a brand new bike. It only has 12,000 miles on it. It's barely broken in. Fantastic motorcycle. Ride down the street, do a drive-by. Hey, bud. No, you won't. Or will he? What the fuck are you doing? Do it back. Bike purrs like a kitten. It's got so much horsepower. It doesn't matter if there's 1 or 2 people on it. This thing pulls like a freight train. The bike runs better than new. It's got a brand new battery in it, all new fluids. Complete carburetor system's been completely rebuilt on it by the best in the industry. It's probably one of the nicest Intruders. Well, I can tell you this, it's the nicest 90s Intruder that you'll find for sale anywhere. There's nothing on eBay even close to this as far as the condition, mileage, and the amount of service and work that's been put into this bike. And it's 100% original right down to the tires. Everything works beautifully, the horn, the turn signals, left and right, high beam, low beam, the idiot lights. Check out the brake lights. Hop on, we'll take a ride back up to the shop. This bike is really low to the ground. It's got a low seat. I'm 6'2" and it fits me perfectly. But if you have a short inseam, like my girlfriend's 5'4", she could ride this thing no problem. They're known for being extremely reliable. It's basically a zero maintenance bike if you take care of it. It's got shaft drive. It's got shaft drive, electronic ignition. I can't say enough good about it. It's a bulletproof motorcycle. The Japanese are notorious for having talk to it on it. Again, this is a power cruiser. At the time, it was the largest V-twin air-cooled, air and oil-cooled engines on the market, and it was the fastest with a high 12-second quarter mile. So this thing's no slouch. It'll get up and go, and it's gorgeous. Like I said, the young guys that work here thought it was a custom when they saw it, because this is before their time. This is a '94. It has the dark burgundy paint job with the chrome on the side. There's chrome everywhere on this bike. The engine cases, the frames painted to match. This is a fantastic machine. Again, original tires, 100% original bike, just beautiful. I have the work order here, and as Kenny goes around and focuses on the bike, I'll read off. First of all, we put a brand new Yuasa battery in it and cleaned all of the terminals on it and all the cables, and ran a cylinder compression test on it. The front and rear were right up to par. The spark plugs were replaced with brand new NGK spark plugs. We installed a brand new Dyna 3000 ignition igniter, an upgrade from the stock one, a known performance upgrade, so the thing runs perfectly. We drained, once the electronics and everything was completely gone through, all the lights, everything confirmed to be working, even the idiot in back, the backlights on the speedometer, everything's perfect on it. We went through the fuel system, took the gas tank off, drained the gas tank, removed the fuel petcock, washed out the tank, and used the metal rescue chemical to clean the tank out and get rid of any old fuel. Put it back together, put the petcock back on there, added new fresh fuel was stable, and we removed and replaced the carburetors and did a complete cleaning. This is no small task. You're not going to do this at home. You need to have a shop with all the right chemicals and tools and equipment. Removed and replaced the cars, performed a complete cleaning, adjusting, and rebuilding of the carburetors. We replaced the damaged rear carb vacuum slide, replaced all the gaskets and O-rings, all the float valves, the fuel filters, and then adjusted the throttle cables. We installed brand new foam air filters, the Uni brand, which are an upgrade from the stock one. They're stock replacements, and brand new oil filters with brand new engine oil. We replaced the carburetors, put it all back together, ran it, and then synchronized the carburetors while it was running. The standard, carbs were tuned while the bike was running, so it runs perfectly. One of the things we did is this front valve cover right here, the chrome on it looks brand new because it is brand new. It's an NOS brand new valve cover. The front one, the valve cover that was on there had some chrome peeling, missing chrome issues. The back one is almost perfect. It has a couple match size patina marks on the top. But again, this is a 23-year-old motorcycle. We expected a little bit of patina on it. There's a little bit of patina on the chrome, on the cases, and on the pipes, but it shows beautifully. It looks like a show bike. And it's all original, except for this OEM brand new NOS replacement, which is original factory. Anyways, the motorcycle then had the clutch master cylinder. This has a hydraulic clutch, unlike the archaic cable ones that the Harleys have. This is a master. It's a hydraulic clutch. The master cylinder was rebuilt, all new fluid. New crush washers. Then they went through the brake system. The entire brake system, front and rear, was completely gone through. The front master cylinder was rebuilt. The caliper was rebuilt. All the fluids were flushed, and new fluid was put in, and it was bled. The tires were inspected, and they are the original tires. So to keep the provenance and originality to this vehicle, we did not replace the tires. The front tire with 12,000 miles indicates the type of use. This guy did not beat on this motorcycle. The rear tire has got a lot of life left with 12,000 miles on it, and it's the original tire. Just fantastic. You can find one in this condition. Very, very rare. The tire pressures were set and was test rated. Again, like I said, between my time and the technician's time and the detail guy's time, we wrote it up at 21 hours, but it really was 31 hours. We charge $120 an hour. So we backed that down to 21, which is right out of the shop manual. It doesn't include the detailing. The parts, the total parts, shop supplies, shipping, and everything else, along with the labor, the total was $3,527 plus tax at $224. The total was $3,751. If you bought your bike in here and wanted what we done to it, what we did to it, that's what it would cost you. The bike shows absolutely gorgeous. There's a little bit of patina on the tank. If you look at the top of the tank right here, there was a factory warning sticker right here, and the original owner must have peeled that off. So underneath where the sticker was, there's a little bit of a difference in the color. The seat has a little, tiny little blemish right here, and a small blemish right here that was repaired. You can see. So other than that, the seat looks great. The color looks fantastic. It's just a beautiful bike. Again, you're not going to find another 94 Intruder 1400. We had one come in here that did not run, that had all kinds of issues, and we auctioned off on eBay about $1,200, and it went over to the UK. It was shipped overseas, so it must have cost them at least $1,000 to go over there. So there is a following of these bikes, and they are becoming more and more collectible because most of them got, like most bikes from the 90s, got run into the ground. So it's over 20 years old. It is a classic, and it's been completely serviced by the professionals at the New England Motorcycle Museum. So truly a museum quality survivor. Something you're not going to find available very rarely. So it's a once in a lifetime opportunity to buy a like new Intruder with all original paint, tires, and everything. So it's been thoroughly sorted out for. It's going to have a lower reserve on it. We'll let the market determine what the value is. So good luck bidding on the bike. If you have any questions, give us a call, 860-454-7024. A portion of the proceeds from the sale will go to funding the New England Motorcycle Museum, so you're not only buying a classic Japanese power cruiser, the fastest V-twin cruiser of its era, you're also helping preserve moto history. So good luck bidding on the bike. I'm going to roll it in the showroom, put it on display until it sells, and God bless America.